Nisha, Candice here. I am so super duper proud of you, girl. And I am on, what's today? 13? I am on day 13, and it's just nugget after nugget of wisdom, and I love the book. You are such a go-getter. From the first day I met you, we just clicked and I loved it. And then we met again, and then it felt like we were stalking each other. But we have become such good friends, and in such a weird way that I love oh so much. I'm super proud of you, darling, and I know that there are only greater and bigger things in store for you. Bye.
My inspiration really came from me being in a really dark place. In my previous employment, I enjoyed the job, I loved the job, but I felt like if I wasn't able to be Nisha, or I wasn't able to show my true potential. But I know I needed the job because I needed that foundation in banking, so I took the job. And after being in the job, I realized that I was still unhappy. So what I did is, I'm very big on aspirations and writing down my affirmations. And I remember I was reading this book, and I wrote at the back of the book, I'm gonna change my job in 2019. I did that in December of 2018. And 2019 came, and I constantly kept looking for a job, and nothing came up. I kept being told no, I'm not the right fit, maybe another position. Nothing was working. Then in July of 2019, I actually got a job that I really wanted. I wanted to be in compliance. I ended up in compliance. And I think it was August or September of 2019 that I realized that I had changed my job. But I was such on a hot pursuit to change my job, I didn't even realize when I changed my job. Then I was having a conversation with my friends, and I said to them, you know what? I remember I wrote about this in December last year. That is my motivation for this book. I believe that you can speak things into your life, whether it be negative or positive. And I am very big on positivity, affirming good things in your life.
The author, I think Nisha is an amazing person. I met her through work, and you know, she just have that burst of energy, that burst of life, and she is legit. You know, she have the right spirit, she have the right energy, and I really like it. In terms of the book, I think it's like a little miniature manual to mind renewal. It really helps you to understand that you have the mental capacity to really change your situation. So I like it, you know, I love it.
I wanted to give back. I want to give back to people who look like me, that when they look in the mirror, this is what they see. They see me. And when I look in the mirror, I see them. These are people who would have come from poverty, or come from an impoverished environment, or just people who had was dealt a really bad hand, and was still able to take that bad hand and make something good of it. If you know my background, I'm not going to tell you guys about my background because I'm just fabulous. But if you know my background is one that breeds crime and violence. And if you're not strong, you get sucked in and you become a statistic of the environment. And that is one thing I never wanted to be. I never wanted to be a statistic of the environment. So I push to get up. When I said I was going to write the book, I was actually going to do it for 21 days, because there's a quote that says you could make anything a habit by doing it for 21 consecutive days. But to say my 365 in 21 days, it wasn't cutting it, so I pushed it to 30 days. And I wrote, and then I said, you know what, let me tell my story. Let me tell my story from the beginning to the end. And that is what I did with this book. What I find is that, for me, the title of the book, it actually came first. But sometimes you use the inspiration that you get from writing the book to then determine what your title would be. Write. My advice to anyone who wants to write a book, just write. Write. The editing comes afterwards. That is not even your concern. Your concern is just to get your idea on a piece of paper. After you get your idea on a piece of paper, then you can either ask someone who has an independent mindset to review it for you, or you can even source someone, and you can pay someone to edit the book for you. There are so many resources out there that you can use to edit your book. I personally use a site called Fiverr. They're actually really good. And they have thousands of editors, thousands. They actually take your information and they edit it to suit whatever. Let's say you're gonna publish it on Amazon. They actually know the exact edit and the metrics to use to actually put it on Amazon. So that Fiverr is usually good. For the cover, if you want to do a cover, let's say you want to source someone outside, you can also use a site called 99 Designs. The lady who did mine, she's actually from 99 Designs. She did an awesome job. I just want to promote my journal. So those persons who would have bought the book, this is actually a country. And even if you haven't bought the book and you just want to journal, this is actually the journal. It's a bit bigger because I wanted a bigger one, but I'll probably make them a bit smaller for persons who are interested. The journal is really a continuation, so it actually takes up at least 6 months. So after you finish the 30 days, then you can start your own affirmations. Because as you realize in the book, I would have been the one who would have been gearing that rebirth. So now that I think that when you finish your 30 days, you'll be at a point where you can then say, well, this is what I want out of my life. This is what I want to affirm into my life. So that's what the journal does. This is a small donation. I am sure it will probably touch somebody's life, preferably a female. I just want to say, Marcus, you have been a source of energy from the time I met you. And I believe in women empowerment. If you know me, I'm big on women empowerment, on helping people. If I don't know you, I will help you. And I don't even need anything in return. So this is a token to your scholarship. If you wish, you can tell us a bit about your scholarship as well. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but you'll be all right.
Oh, wait. Thank you very much, Nisha. When we were doing the live and she mentioned that she will be giving to the scholarship fund, I was really shocked and actually very pleased as well, because this year 2020 is the first year that we did not actually give scholarships out, and that was due to the pandemic, not because there weren't any funds, but our scholarship is geared towards primary school students, and it's not an academic scholarship. It is a scholarship that is based on the financial need of the students, and it is also based on their civic mindedness, and we try to encourage that in all of our NATA scholars.
This book is legit. It is. And you know, I love it. It's short. Bless the Lord. It's short. I didn't follow the rules. I read it off in one night, actually. But it's good. It's good. It's really uplifting. It helps you change your mind towards your situation. And that's what you need in 2020. You know, especially because you cannot control the variables of what's going on. You can at least control the way you think about it and what your outlook about it is. So ladies and gentlemen, trust me, get the book. There's a, hey, do this. You need to stop doing that. Do this, change your mind, do this. And that, it just made me smile every time I read it. I'm hearing this little firecracker voice in my head. No, we're not doing that anymore. No, I'm protecting my energy. No. So it's just every time I read it, I hear an actual voice in my head saying, no, we're not doing that anymore. This is 2020. This is day 13, and we've changed that behavior, and we're going forward.
And I found her to be a very genuine young woman who had her sights set on developing herself, going further, just going ahead in not just accepting what life gave her, but to reach to the stars, I must say, right? And she was genuine about it. She didn't go about pressing on anybody's head to get there. She was contented to work to achieve her goals and her dream. And so her publishing this book of, I call it Affirmations, it can be used in your daily life every day as a gem, as a step to help you to reach and do what you want to do.
So hi, my name is Kareem, and I've known Nisha for about 6 years now. And she decided to write this book, My 365 in 30 Days, basically chronicling her life and her journey through it. And I think it's a great book, especially the fact that you get to go along the journey with her. You get to write your thoughts in it. Kind of helps you to open your mind to positive things. I think everybody should try it out. It's a good self-help, personal growth book.
The feedback so far has been pretty good. There's a saying in Jamaica, they say you're little but you're talawa. That's what people have been saying. Actually, one of my friends said to me, when she got the book, she was surprised at how small the book was and how much information I could actually pack into this small book. Persons were actually saying how easy it is to read. It's actually a pretty easy read, and it takes 30 days. Some of my friends are actually going through some tough times, and they actually use the book to help them to get through so many tough times. And I know it will help because when I was going through my tough time, it actually helped me. So that's how I know it was going to be a source of reference for a lot of people. I just want to read one quote, if y'all will permit me to read one quote from the book. My favorite page from the book is day 17. And this is because it reminds me so much of myself and so many people that I am faced with and people I come across. Don't allow fear to paralyze you, because the adrenaline rush will give you the strength you need. This is by a person named Lori. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Don't give up on your first sign of struggle or failure. Stumbling blocks will come, but if you are truly passionate and committed to the process, you will find a way. I just need you to finish what you started. You may feel confused and frustrated, but that's okay. Fight through the mental paralysis. Take a different approach if you need to, but don't quit in the pursuit of greatness. Continue to plow through the dirt until you find that diamond. See the diamond at the front of the book? Plow through till you find those diamonds. That's what you call determination. It's okay to struggle, but it's never okay to give up. I encourage everyone who's here, anyone who ever hears this video and sees this video, to continue to push through.